name is Howard. I run Forget Me Not Woodcrafts. It's going to be a laser engraving, CNC, and woodworking, conventional woodworking. Excuse me. Uh, put something in the chat if you'd like to ask some questions. In a few moments, I'll take the camera off the tripod. I'll show you around my messy shop a little bit. I can't show you too much because it's really a disaster. You can see some of what I cleaned up a little bit in the back. Not much, but a little bit. But I've been toying with launching my YouTube channel for a very long time, and I just had to pull the trigger on it. I just had to do it. So lo and behold, here I am. So a little bit about myself. Been doing woodworking on the side for, I don't know, over 30 years, I guess. About the last 3 or 4 years, I went high tech. I got a laser. I got a very inexpensive CNC, which was a very big learning experience because it was a bit of a piece of junk, but it taught me a lot about how to fix them, how to put them back together, how to operate them, how to modify them. I started out with some of the cheap software, got into some more expensive software, but most recently I started using Lightburn's newest software called Millmage, and I absolutely love it. So anybody has any questions about Millmage, I'm not quite sure exactly how you say it, but whatever it is. Anybody who's familiar with Lightburn, the transition to CNC software using Millmage is amazing. Sorry about that. That's just my airbrush compressor that I keep plugged in. It's got a small leak somewhere. So in any event, a little bit about what the equipment that I have, that I use. I started out with a Ortur LaserMaster 3. Started out, had a 10-watt head on it, and the 10-watt head was okay, a little slow. But shortly after, maybe about 6 months, 8 months after that, I upgraded to a ComGrow 20-watt head. And the reason I went ComGrow versus Ortur was purely financial. I saved about $200 doing that. Ortur makes a great product, makes a great machine. I love their machine, but it came down to a financial decision. It's basically all it was. After that, kept that for, I guess, about a year and a half. Then I started having trouble cutting some of the woods that I was buying, and I upgraded to a Laser Tree 60-watt head. And the thing that I love about that 60-watt head is it has a switch, and I'll show it to you in a few minutes. It has a physical switch on top of the head that you can shut off, and you can switch it from a 60-watt to a 40-watt to a 20-watt. And what that enables you to do is reduce the spot size, so that in the 20-watt mode, you can get a finer line, a finer spot size to do your finer engravings and things like that. In the 60-watt mode, man, that thing cuts like butter. I cut some of my signature pieces that I cut out. Let's see if I have any. I don't have any at the moment. They're all packed in the truck. But some of my signature pieces that I do is a cross uh, with the Lord's Prayer cut out in it. And in the 20-watt mode, they were taking me about an hour and 40 minutes to cut out. With the 60-watt head, I can cut them out now in 22 minutes. So that just gives you a little idea on how much faster the 60-watt head is. So it's really an amazing piece of equipment. So let's see if we have anybody in the chat. Nope, I don't see anybody. Anybody's here, please chat away. Don't see anybody. Okay. So let me take you off of the tripod. And let me get my phone and turn on the no problem, Robert. I got your text. All right. Let's see. Get my pot in the way, my squeaky chair. All right. Let me turn on the light in my laser enclosure and show you around a little bit. All my stuff, all my equipment is wired through hub space. Okay, so let's open this up. It's a little noisy. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shut off the laser head because it's a little too noisy. But so this is my laser enclosure. Okay, there's the Laser Master 3. There's some stuff I had cut out, some ornaments. But here's the, let me move this on back here. Needs to be cleaned. But this is the laser tree. Wow, is that dirty? I had some technical difficulties before I went live, so I didn't do a little bit of housekeeping that I probably should have done. But that's the 60-watt head. I just unplugged the power so that the fans weren't too noisy. But you can see up on top here, there's an actual physical switch. And you can see, well, let me go ahead and turn it back on, plug it back in. Let's see if we can, you can see it's got the blue light on there. Maybe you can't see it. And if you just hold that down, we're on the 40 watt. A little longer. Okay. And then we're down to 20 watts. And back to 60. Shut this off. And basically back there is my exhaust. I put a pre-filter on there because my exhaust fan was getting all kinds of gunked up with all kinds of soot and smoke debris and whatnot and all. So I change that out about every 2 days, and all it is just a pre-filter. And I put a little piece of paper towel there to show that I have airflow. And the blue tape on the light was for my light burn camera that I temporarily took out of the enclosure. And like that. And this was an enclosure that I made myself out of PVC and plywood. And as you can see from the light burn stickers and the LBX sticker, I went to LBX a couple weeks ago. That was a very interesting and very informative weekend. My friend Robert White Cotton, who is also a woodworker, and he's, whoops, sorry about that. He's also getting into lasers. Sorry about that, guys. Stand by. The joys of live, right? I'll get these kinks worked out, I promise. All my videos will not be this bad, I promise. It's just first day kinks. I don't know why this won't get tight. Okay, there we go. Alright. In any event. You know what, let me go ahead and shut that off because I'm getting a lot of noise. Oops. Okay. That's a little bit better. Okay. Still nobody here. Alright. Not a biggie. So anyway, like I started saying, my friend Robert White Cotton, he runs a woodworking business. He has a small woodworking business as well called Squirrel's Wood Shop. He does mostly wood turning, but I'm not going to give away his information without his permission. He was listening, but he's in the car now. In any event, him and I went to New York City for Lightburn LBX, Lightburn Experience. Took 45-minute classes throughout the weekend. Very informative, very good, fun weekend that we had. Very educational weekend. And actually, he came home with a laser, or I brought the laser home for him, actually. In any event. Okay, so this was just my inaugural video, live stream, to introduce you to myself, to my channel. I was hoping to have a few people, maybe some questions, but I'm going to cut it short here. I've got a few things to work out, and for anybody who's interested, I also live stream on an app called Whatnot, where I actually sell some products, and I have a few things that I have to do to prep for that, so I can actually make some money on Whatnot. Whatnot, in case anybody has never heard of it, the way I describe Whatnot is, let's see, Whatnot is like QVC met Etsy. And what I mean by that is Whatnot has the Etsy platform, whereas you can buy my products there all the time. The stuff is for sale. And then periodically, and I haven't done anything in quite a while, that's why I'm going on tonight, because I haven't done anything in almost a year, a little over a year actually. And you go on live, and you can auction off your products, you can auction off your things. And the site started out more for like the playing card business, things like that. But over the last year, or over the last couple of years, they've gotten more into handmade products and such. So they're trying to build up the handmade products. So that's kind of why I joined them. So we're going to be doing some maybe some slate coasters, and actually, if I can get my jig built before my live, I think my live is at 6:30, I think, tonight. If I can get my jig built and cut prior to that, I'm going to maybe do some back to school pencils with the kids' names on it. That was the plan anyway, so I'm going to see if I can get the jig made for that in the meantime. Okay. Well, since there's no questions and there's no one here to ask me anything, I'm going to wrap up the live. Like I said, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm not quite sure how often I'm going to post videos. Uh, I think I'm going to lean more towards trying to do lives because I don't know all that much about editing videos at this point. But we're going to see if we can get this all worked out. Because as you can see, I'm not the best at lives either, so maybe editing will be a good thing. Alrighty, well, for those of you who might be watching this in the future, please help me out, like and subscribe. Those of you who already subscribed, thank you. And please pass the word and help me grow my channel. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.